I hope you're going to start the timer when I start. Because I've got 15-minute talk. Okay, and to tell you something, I'm not selling anything or products, I'm just asking for your help, okay, to be more aware of the triple bottom line. The reason why I asked this is that when I came along by plane and I told them I was coming to Madurai to do this, the first question is, what is your topic? And not very many people had heard this. So I'm going to tell you how important it should be for all of us in our life. Okay? Right. I'm going to start with a small story. There was this old man who was a writer, and he used to go to the beach every morning near his home just before he started writing. One day there was a storm, and as the storm had just finished, he started to walk, and suddenly he saw littered Okay, here. All right. Okay. Are we good? So he found the beach littered with some objects on both sides. And as he came to the beach, he realized that there were starfish that the storm had brought to the beach. As he was just walking towards the east side, he sees a young girl coming forward towards him. And every 2 minutes, she would stop, pick up a starfish, pick up an object and throw it into the sea. She came closer, and then he realized she was throwing the starfish back into the sea. So he asks, "Good morning, what are you doing?" He says, "Well, if I don't do that, the starfish will die by the time the sun actually comes up, because then they don't have a way of getting into the sea. So that's what I'm doing. I'm helping and making a difference to each of the starfish." So the old man says, "But there's thousands here. How are you going to help all the thousands of starfish to go and help them live?" So she picks up one more starfish and throws it into the water. She says, "Well, I helped that one starfish." So the idea is, now this is where you're going to come in. You're going to help me along the way as we go at the end to see if you're going to be that girl who helped the starfish, okay? Now, this question will arise perhaps as to what does a triple bottom line got to do with the starfish? I'm going to explain that as well to you. First, tell me, how many of you are entrepreneurs here? Wow, lots of you. How many of you run leaders in companies where you work? Amazing. That's what I like to hear. So let me tell you, let's define a few terms before we get to the triple bottom line. We've all heard of CSR. We know what that means? Tell me. Don't be shy. Perfect. Corporate social responsibility. Do you want to explain to the others as to what that could be? Perfect. So social service, social responsibility strategies are integrated within the business strategies, and that's become like a norm for a lot of companies under the term CSR. In India, you can give me 2013, a CSR law was passed whereby a certain sized company, and I'm not very hot on the crores, but I think a middle, five crores, a medium-sized company has to compulsory give 2% of their revenue as CSR to their pet NGOs or whatever the initiative they want to support. So that's CSR. Now we've heard the new buzzword that's come along, which is sustainability. Yes? We're all hearing a lot of sustainability. What does sustainability mean? Tell me, anyone? Okay, very quickly. It's meeting the needs of today by not compromising the needs of tomorrow. Okay? So when we need a lot of firewood, let's not cut down the trees because they're needed by the people tomorrow. That's what it means. And that's one very broad example. I come from Kenya, and I have been brought up by a proverb which says that the earth was given, not given to me, was loaned to me, but as a gift for my children. It's in okay, back there. So that is what sustainability is. Okay? So now, what does the triple bottom line mean? We heard a lot about money is very important, etc. Yes, I am agreeing with you. But the bottom line, what kind of bottom line are we talking about? When it is so important that that's what we are now frowning upon. I'll give you one example. When they were mining, quite a few of you are Americans, so I'll give you asbestos. Do you remember that? That's the biggest lawsuit that the people put across the mine. What they were doing was insulation, huh? Okay. It was the cheapest form of insulation, so they were mining that. They did. I feel like a DJ, you know, maybe I should rotate this round. So what they were doing, they had not seen the expense of the health issues that were being caused to all the people who were in the mines, their families, when the people who were employees came home, and then the greater society. Who pays for the costs of all their ailments? Remember, asbestosis caused cancer, lung issues, etc. We don't hear about that. But so we're not talking about money I love at any cost. It's money that I must make sure I do by understanding the norms of what I am producing the bottom line for. Okay? It's not a plant-based diet, but you've eaten Nando's. Okay, I come from England. I mean, I said I came from Kenya, now I'm from England, but I live in Dubai, okay? And what is, in Wolverhampton, is a small town, is where the chickens are. Where the chicken farms were, there was a very, very bad stench. People who lived around, which was like about maybe 5 miles up, could smell a very bad stench. Then they realized what they were doing is they were